Hello everyone, Victoria here from Bumblebeans. How are you guys? I am back from San Jose, whirlwind trip out there, Saturday night to Sunday night, took the red eye back. Amazing place. The San Jose Quilt and Textile Museum. If you are in the area, please get down and see the show, see the museum, support the museum, but see the Milestone show. It's an amazing collection. I was kind of blown away. I didn't really know what to expect. Um, I'd never done anything like this before, hadn't ever had anything hanging in a museum before, and so I didn't really know how it was going to feel because my quilt is hanging on a wall and I like to make things that I can use. And I was really curious to see what the other things were going to be in the show, and I can tell you that there were a lot of wet eyes in the house because there were about 10 of us artists there who talked about our works that were hanging, and the theme of the show is really transitions, a lot about birth, through life, through death, through everything that happens in between transitions. So, for instance, My Double-Edged Love is really, it's about, where I came from, where I am now, how do I blend those two from the country and the city and the traditional and modern, and giving respect to the way that I learned to quilt is very traditional, and and it's also a very personal journey because it's about trying to figure out who I am, not just as a quilter, but you know, who am I? I come from a farm in the middle of nowhere, and now I live in New York City, and this is not the path that I thought I was going to be in. And so how, what is that transition, and how do you get from A to B? And really the reason I got into quilting full time is because of my daughter. So, we have this whole aspect of family and birth. And also at the same time, before I left Minnesota, there was a funeral that I attended of a family member of a friend of mine who was Native American, and something that they did at the sitting was that they were working on a quilt, which they then wrapped in the body to be buried with. And I always thought that was like a really amazing thought, and I've always hung on to that. Before I was a quilt maker full time to now being a quilt maker full time, most of my journey has been, what is that quilt that I'm going to make one day? What is the quilt that I will be buried in? So, I was really surprised at how well my quilt fit into the story of a lot of these other pieces that were in the show. So if you're in the San Jose Museum, please go see it. Really moving stuff, really great things. So try to get around and see the pieces and see if you can read a little bit about them. Really, really powerful, moving things. I posted a few in this post, some of the images of some of the pieces that really kind of struck me. One of them is a sort of a part of a quilted coat, which was then made out of all this memorabilia that the artist had been collecting scrapbooks from like thrift shops and stuff. So this was a collection all from one woman who all of her personal memories, her photographs and her postcards, everything that she'd saved was just kind of given away after she passed away. And so the artist took the pieces and made this shroud all out of these materials, which was just fantastic. And another gal who was working with the two skeletons, sort of, she sees life, the best of and the worst of, and bringing those two together in her work. So she has these skeletons, representing death, but also they're very, subtle and loving, and you can see in the image how gentle and beautiful it is. And the whole thing is quilted and wrapped around all these little tiny bones. I mean, it's amazing stuff. Another gal who works more in textiles and thread painting, and with the doing a full layout of the vein system on a vintage stretcher. I mean, everybody was just so moved by these beautiful pieces. So please try to get to the show and see it. And what else did I did? I had some long arm lessons this week, and you can see my quilt behind me. Learning some new things, how to use my machine, and this is one of the class samples that I'll be teaching at a couple places this summer. So I'm ran out of thread in the last 4 blocks, so I gotta scramble and order some more thread and get it finished for this summer. But yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning stuff, and I hope you guys are trying new things too. And just going to the show this weekend really opened my eyes to just how far we can really give ourselves to our work. You know, to really put that passion in, so that you're really making something that's so personal to you. It's powerful. It's all good stuff. I love it. So I am running yet, trying to get everything packed to get out of here. So I'm going to sign off. I won't have as many posts as I normally do the next month, but I'm still around. Don't miss me. Now I'm going to go get my hair cut. Isn't this cute? I'm hiding my glasses because this is how you know when I need a haircut. My hair stands up. I have curl in my hair, so it starts going goofy crazy as soon as I need a haircut. So that's what I'm off to do, and pack and get my stuff together and go pick up my daughter and doctor appointments, eyeglass appointments. So that's what's up. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.